Good morning dear students. In the last video you have learnt about the structural representation of the organic compounds, in which you have learnt that how the organic compounds can be represented. Various representation of the organic compound is done by different methods. The first one is Lewis dot method, the second one is complete method, the third one is the condensed way, then the bond line method, and then last one is a 3D structure. So in today's session, today's video, I am going to teach you about the classification of organic compounds. There are more than 6 million organic compounds and the number is ever increasing. In order to study these organic compounds, it is very necessary to classify them. The classification of the organic compounds can be done based on two criteria. The first one is based on the structure and the second one is based on the presence of functional group. Let us see first the classification based on the structure. Basically, organic compounds can be classified broadly into two types: acyclic or open chain compounds and cyclic or closed chain compounds. Acyclic compounds can be further classified into saturated and unsaturated compounds. In the saturated compounds, their alkanes etc. are seen, and in the unsaturated compounds, we come across alkenes, alkynes, ketones, aldehydes etc. In the cyclic or closed chain compounds, the classification is further carried out as homocyclic or carbocyclic compounds and heterocyclic compounds. The homocyclic compounds can be further classified into alicyclic and aromatic compounds. And the aromatic compounds can be further classified into benzenoid compounds and non-benzenoid compounds. So you have seen that all the classification of the organic compound is based on the structure. Now let us see one by one the definition and the example for each class. Let us begin with acyclic or open chain compounds. These are non-cyclic, straight or branched chain compounds. These are also called as aliphatic compounds. Example: ethane, isobutane, acetaldehyde, acetic acid, ethene, propyne, methyl cyanide. So all these are the various open chain compounds. So as you can see that there may be a double bond, triple bond or a single bond in the organic compound. These compounds hence may be saturated or unsaturated. Let us see what are acyclic or closed chain or ring compounds. These are closed chain ring forming compounds which contains bond between the carbon atoms or sometimes heteroatoms to form a closed or ring structure. These compounds may be classified further into homocyclic, that is carbocyclic, or heterocyclic compounds. Let us see first the homocyclic compounds. These are the compounds which contain only carbon atoms in the ring. These compounds can be further classified into alicyclic and aromatic compounds. We will see these two compounds after learning heterocyclic compounds. Let us see what are heterocyclic compounds. Heterocyclic compounds are the cyclic compounds which contain at least one hetero, that is other than carbon atom, like sulfur, phosphorus, oxygen, nitrogen, silicon, boron etc. in the ring along with the carbon atoms. Example: there is a pentagon and an oxygen in the ring which is called as tetrahydrofuran. Then there is another compound called as furan, then thiophene, pyridine. All these are examples of a heterocyclic compounds. Heterocyclic compounds may be alicyclic or aromatic. So we will now learn about alicyclic compounds. What do you mean by alicyclic compounds? Alicyclic compounds are the compounds in which only carbon atoms join by bonds to form a ring structure. These may also contain one or two double bonds in the ring. So there is only carbon atoms in the ring. Example: this is the bond line representation of cyclopropane. A square is a bond line representation of a cyclobutane. cyclohexane and cyclohexene. So as you can see in this molecule, there is a single bond. All these are examples of alicyclic compounds. Now let us try to understand what are aromatic compounds. These are special types of organic compounds which follow aromaticity rule or Huckel's rule. These can be further classified into benzenoid and non-benzenoid compounds. So earlier it was thought that since these compounds were having sweet smell, that is aroma, and therefore they were called as aromatic compounds. But now we know that if the compounds follow or govern the aromaticity rule or the Huckel's rule, then they are called as aromatic compounds. Let us see benzenoid aromatic compounds. So benzenoid aromatic compounds are the aromatic compounds which contain at least one special type of the ring called as benzene ring. So you all know what is a benzene ring. The first example is the benzene itself. The second one is benzene with CH3 group, which is called toluene. Then there may be one or more benzene ring. So the another example is 2-benzene ring, which is called naphthalene. All these are benzenoid aromatic compounds. Now, what are non-benzenoid aromatic compounds? These are the aromatic compounds which are aromatic in nature, follow Huckel's rule, but do not contain special ring, that is benzene ring. So, other than benzene ring, it may contain other rings. So, example, topolone, then azulene, etc. So we have understood how the organic compounds can be classified into various categories with their example and definition, and we have seen the classification based on the structure. Now we will see the classification based on presence of function group. So before I tell you about the classification, let us try to understand what is the meaning of function group. Functional group may be defined as an atom or a group of atoms joined in a specific manner which is responsible for characteristic chemical and physical properties of the organic compounds. So when these functional groups are present in an organic compound, they give the organic compound very specific chemical and physical properties. Such a group or atom is called as a functional group. So it is an atom or group of atom joined in a specific manner which is responsible for characteristic chemical and physical properties of the organic compounds in which they are present. Example, OH group. It is having the name alcohol group. CHO group. It is called aldehyde group. Then C double bond O group. It is called ketone group. Then COOH group. It is called as carboxylic acid group, and OR is called as ether group. So all these are various examples of functional groups. Now based on the type of the functional group present in an organic compound, we can divide organic compounds into different families, or which is also called as homologous series. So let us see what is a homologous series. A homologous series is a series of organic compounds which contain common characteristic function group and possess a common general molecular formula. The members of the homologous series are called homologues, and the successive member differ by CH2 unit. Example, alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, haloalkanes, alkanals, alcohols, amines, carboxylic acids, etc. are different homologous series. So what are homologous series? Homologous series is a series of organic compound which contain common characteristic function group and possess a common general molecular formula, and the members are called homologues and the successive member differ by CH2 unit. So this is all about for the today's session. So in the next topic, we'll deal with the other next topic, that is the isomerism in organic compounds. Thank you.